Hi everybody, and welcome to Big Meals from a Small Kitchen. This is kind of a weird thing. This is the third introduction I've had to film for this video. The first one came out, the camera was aimed too low and things didn't look right in the frame. The second one, which I just tried to do about 10 minutes ago, the battery on the camera went dead. And now this is the third one. So hopefully this one will work. Now, I've already filmed the video. It was made over Memorial Day weekend. It's a recipe called Budae-jjigae. Budae-jjigae. It's Korean for GI stew. It was featured on Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown, and when he was in South Korea in 2014. And it's a very delicious dish that he called it a dish of necessity. But he said that this necessity is the mother of deliciousness. And that what's in this dish shouldn't be good, but it is. And believe me, it's really good. It's delicious. Anyway, what it is that during the Korean War, GIs would give rations to poor Korean villagers, and they would throw it all together and make whatever they could to eat out of it. Oftentimes using kimchi, or ramen noodles, or both. This recipe involves that. It also involves Spam, which until I made this recipe, I thought I didn't like anymore. But it turns out, strangely enough, I like Spam. Hot dogs, ground pork, the kimchi, ramen noodles, and it also has these little Korean rice cakes. And these rice cakes are interesting. They have a consistency like hard plastic when you get them out of the bag when they're refrigerated. And when you cook them, they get soft and they absorb the flavors of everything that you're cooking. So they absorb flavor and they add bulk so that there's more food to go around in this stew. Nobody else wanted to try it, but it was delicious. You'll see that in the end of the clip where I take a bite of it. It was so good, in fact, that I took the leftovers and added shrimp and mushrooms and some sausage I had, some smoked sausage that I had on hand. And I think you can add anything you want to this, or take away anything you want from it. You know, if you don't like something that's in it, if you don't like the Spam, don't use the Spam. Use something else. Use ham, you know? Use whatever you want to use. It's very creative, but this is just the base ingredients that go into the original stew. Here's a picture of Anthony Bourdain and Anderson Cooper enjoying it. I also understand that Anthony Bourdain is trying to turn Anderson Cooper into a foodie. Can you believe that, from a guy who grew up as wealthy as Anderson Cooper has, and he eats out of necessity and not for the enjoyment of it? So anyway, here comes the ingredient card, and enjoy the rest of the video. This is really good stuff. You really should try it out. Take care, and I'll see you next time. I made an interesting discovery about myself while I was in here prepping. I like Spam. A lot more than I thought I did. So anyway, these are all our ingredients. That's the kelp broth, seaweed broth that I made. Chili paste and garlic. Here's our meats. Chopped up hot dogs, chopped up Spam, ground pork. The Korean rice cakes These are just bland, rubbery, so I guess they're just there to add bulk, and they'll, soak in all the flavors. There's some baked beans, chili flakes, onions, and kimchi, which I just absolutely adore. So all these are supposed to go in a particular order. It says a shallow pan. I don't really have a shallow pan, but I'm going to line up everything into a pan and show you how it's supposed to look. Let me get that done and I'll show you. Okay, so I got everything into the bottom of the pan there. I tried to make separate piles. The hot dogs, the pork, the Spam over here in this corner, kind of dark over there. Bad lighting. Kimchi, rice cakes, onion, garlic. And I've already got the heat on. So now I'm going to add some soy sauce, which I did forget to mention in my ingredients. Sorry. And then here is the chili paste. Going in there. And then the recipe calls for like 2 tablespoons of chili paste, which is hot enough already, and 2 tablespoons of pepper flakes. I'm not going to put 2 tablespoons of pepper flakes in there because that kimchi and that paste, that's already going to make things hot enough as it is. So anyway, I put about a tablespoon of the flakes in there, I guess. It should be good. So now I'm going to add the broth. And it says 1.5 cups of water, but I think I'm just going to add about 3/4 of a cup. And then some baked beans on top. And then I'm supposed to let this cook for a little bit and then add the ramen noodles. I had to turn down the heat so I could get some of the steam off of it as it was already cooking. But I was washing some dishes and I was getting ready to add the ramen noodles to it. They're right here. I'm going to go ahead and toss those in. When I began to notice something, this stuff smells really good. So this might be, Anthony Bourdain might be onto something here. Trying to get some broth to pour over it. Every time I go for some broth, I keep getting something else in it. Spam. Spam won't go away. Oh well. I'll just keep cooking those noodles and it'll be done here in just a few minutes. Okay. There it is. It is finished. Let's ladle some out and give it a try. Well, that's it. There was something wrong with the finale of the video where I tasted the stew. It was a technical issue with the camera, and it just didn't turn out right, and I just wasn't happy with the way the ending looked. So I'm here to wrap up the video, and the Budae-jjigae, as I said in the introduction video the new introduction video I had to make, it is incredibly tasty. I love it. It's worth it. Anybody who is brave enough to try it, you're really going to enjoy this. So, you know how to make it now. You know what the ingredients are. All you got to do is just give it a try. I think you'll enjoy it. So until next time, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.